Her braids were alive. Queen Nayanti of Dahomey stood at the edge of the battlefield, the wind whispering through her crown of living serpents. The first soldier fired. The bullet never reached her. Midair, the lead melted, twisting into a tiny, thrashing viper that fell harmlessly to the dirt. The man's eyes widened, just before one of Nayanti's braids lashed out like a whip, its tip splitting open into a fanged maw. It sank into his throat, and he died choking on venom. The Snake Queen. Blood and scales. Deep in the royal compound of Dahomey, the evening air vibrated with their warning. Queen Nayanti stood at her chamber window, watching the last sliver of sun bleed into the horizon. The breeze carried salt from the distant sea and something else. Gunpowder. Her fingers absently stroked one of the thick braids coiled against her scalp. It twitched under her touch, scales whispering against her palm. The snakes had been restless since morning. Your Majesty. General Ode entered, his battle scars gleaming in the torchlight. Scouts report 3 ships anchored beyond the bay. They fly the same colors as last time. Nayanti's braid stirred, a sound like dry leaves scraping stone. She remembered the last invasion, the broken bodies in the river, the children snatched from their mothers' arms. She had shown mercy then. Let survivors flee to tell their tale. And now they returned. At dawn, the white men marched up the red dirt path, their boots crushing medicinal herbs beneath them. Their leader, a sunburned man with a sword too fancy for his clumsy grip, smirked as he approached Nayanti's throne. Queen of Dahomey, he called in mangled fawn, we come under flag of. One of Nayanti's braids hissed, loud enough to silence him. The man's smile faltered. His soldiers' hands drifted toward their muskets. Nayanti rose, her bare feet pressing into the sacred earth. You come with fire sticks, she corrected softly. You come with chains. She pointed to the cargo ships visible in the distance. You come to steal what isn't yours. Again. The leader's face hardened. He snapped his fingers, and 30 muskets fired as one. Nayanti didn't flinch. The bullets never touched her. Mid-flight, the lead pellets contorted, their surfaces bubbling into scales, their ships twisting into viper hatchlings that turned in the air and struck the shooters on faces. Men screamed, clawing at their eyes as serpents burrowed into tear ducts. The leader stumbled back, watching in horror as his gold-plated pistol melted in his hand, reforming into a cobra that coiled up his arm. Nayanti's braids fully unraveled now, each one slithering free to become a different nightmare, spitting cobras, black mambas, emerald vipers with fangs like shattered glass. Run, she suggested. They tried. The battlefield became a living nightmare. A cannon crew watched their ammunition hatch into serpent eggs mid-load, the resulting explosion painting the grass with scales and shrapnel. Pikemen screamed as their weapons sprouted tails, the wooden shafts constricting around their throats. The enemy commander begged for mercy, right before Nayanti's king cobra braid spat venom that melted his armor into his flesh. When silence fell, only Nayanti remained standing amidst a field of twitching corpses and satisfied serpents. Her people emerged from hiding, their eyes wide not with fear, but awe. She turned to the sole surviving drummer boy, barely 14, trembling like a leaf. With deliberate slowness, one of her smaller vipers slithered toward him and gently bit his earlobe, leaving only a drop of blood. Go, Nayanti commanded. Tell your kings what happens to thieves in Dahomey. As the boy fled, her braids coiled back into place, their golden eyes still watching. Mercy is a gift. But even gods run out of patience.